hardest parts about having depression is the recovery. And I'm not talking about like long term, it's the short term as well, which is pretty painful, because when you're depressed you have this big influx of emotions, and sometimes that leads into actions that you regret, whether that's, some people it's self-harm, some people it's becoming angry, acting in a irrational way, and having to wake up and deal with all of those emotions immediately after you've been depressed. It's pretty rough. And then you have all the other fun stuff like the anxiety and the panic. Feels like a multi-layered attack. And at 28 years old, I am still trying to figure out the best way of helping myself and dealing with that. My answer to everything has always just been work, create, don't slow down for long enough to stay in that bad place. The very last thing that I want to be doing right now is sitting and talking to a camera, let alone talking about things like depression, things that would make people think worse of me. But then I try to rationalize it and think, I am human, I am constantly and I will always be going through this kind of stuff. And I know that if I didn't sit here and make these silly little videos for YouTube, I would be a lot worse off mentally than where I'm at right now. I had a really long chat today with my partner, and we sat and spoke about everything that I mentioned in my depression video, and we tried thinking of different ways we could work past it, and we could come up with this solution and that solution, we could do this differently and that differently, and I wish so badly that things were going to be that simple to fix. Just let's change this and everything's magically going to be okay. But I'm very apprehensive about the future. But knowing that she's there, like she's got my back, she's by my side, it means more to me than I'd ever be able to say. You know what the unironically annoying part of this whole situation is? My boiler broke today. So the only way I can create these videos and work and distract myself from how I'm feeling is to sit in the freezing cold. Everything adds up, you know, it all tries hitting you at once. So tomorrow I'm gonna try and just create a normal video that isn't centered around fucking depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to talk about it today because it's a big part of my life. But when I was talking to my partner, we spoke about, you know, we have a healthy family, we have a nice home, but that will never retract from the fact that there's something wrong in my head. It will never retract from the childhood trauma that I went through, and it's understanding that the rest of my life is going to be a balance between the two. It's trying to make that work, which is very difficult. Just trying to keep pushing, just trying to keep myself distracted and do the best I can. I'm trying to push past the way that I feel for the sake of my kids, to know that they have a dad in their life, that they're going to have a good upbringing. And as long as I know in my heart of hearts that I'm doing the best that I possibly can, even with this stupid fucking mental illness, that's all I can do. I'm going to wrap it up here. I will see you tomorrow, where hopefully we're going to have a little bit more of a fun, cheerful video. Ironically, we're going to the hospital, but thanks for watching, and if you are going through anything, just keep pushing. Chin up.